So you just put a lift kit and new oversized all-terrain tires on your Toyota Tacoma, and you decide to go out for a little bit of off-roading to put the vehicle to the test. We find ourselves out here in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden you've got a flat tire. Well, there's one thing that you will want to keep in mind if you lift your truck and you find yourself in this situation. Now, if you don't already know it, your jack is going to be located under the rear passenger seat here. So we open this up, open up this little panel, and then we'll pull it out right here. It's a little bit cheap, but it should do the job. All right, so you'll see on the side of the jack that we've got a little sticker here that shows you how to position it under the vehicle. If you're lifting the rear end, you're going to do it under the axle. At the front, we're going to put it right under the driver's side door here, underneath the chassis. This little guy twists to lower it down or to raise it back up, so we can get it started by hand. And then we've got these guys here that we've got to put together that we'll use to rotate it the rest of the way to lift the truck up. So we'll go ahead and start by twisting this guy by hand just to get it going. And then we'll use the bar there to lift it up once we've got it underneath. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Still got a ways to go. Still not there. Hand's getting tired. This is taking forever. There we go. We've made contact. I'm just gonna tighten this enough to where it's snug in there. Now, one thing I'm not crazy about with this jack is that we've got a pretty small platform on the ground. Always worries me a little bit when you're lifting up a vehicle, and then to have just such a small platform there, it just increases that risk a little further. We'll go ahead and take these bars and we'll put them together. All right, there we go. Got that on there. Then we'll hook this on that piece at the bottom, and we'll go ahead and we'll keep rotating it to lift the vehicle up. Of course, we're getting ready to change this front driver's side wheel, right? There we go. Looks like we are maxed out. And as you can see, our tire is still on the ground. No rotation there. So that is a problem if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you get a flat. Of course, you could put like a rock underneath this or a log or something to make it work, but that's not safe. Now, the other thing too is if we look at the jack, you can see it's kind of all crooked. It just doesn't have a very durable look to it. Obviously, it's rated to lift the weight of the Tacoma since it came with the Tacoma, but it's not a real high quality product, and I don't put a lot of confidence into this lift. Now, the other thing that's worth noting is that I actually only have 2 1/4 inches of lift in the front. So if you've got a 3-inch lift or a 4-inch lift, 6-inch lift, this problem is going to be even further exacerbated. Sitting at 2 1/4 and this not working is a good indicator that if you've got a lift kit on your truck, you should probably upgrade. The good thing is I'm not here just to show you the problem, I'm also here to show you a solution. And this, my friends, is the solution. We've got an entire recovery kit and then a jack stabilizer. Both products come from Safe Jack. I'll put a link in the description below to both products if you want to check them out. If we look inside of the kit here, the main component is our bottle jack. It's a 6-ton jack, very stout, much more heavy duty than what you're getting with that OEM jack. Put a lot more confidence in having this under the vehicle than that OEM jack. The other thing too that I was mentioning with the OEM jack and also with this bottle jack is you've got this really small platform here when you put it under the vehicle. When you lift the vehicle up, not a lot of surface there for it to stabilize the vehicle. That's where this stabilizer comes in. So you position this guy on this kit. You'll see that we've got these little stainless steel components here, number of different holes. You can position these around in different locations and raise and lower the height to secure this on the pad. The reason that this is adjustable is because if you don't have this jack, if you want to use a different bottle jack, it's reconfigurable for those various jacks. So even if you've already got a jack and you don't have a stabilizer, you get the stabilizer to interface with your own bottle jack. But we're going to take this guy, we'll just set it on here, and then these little stainless steel pieces we basically position on the corners of the jack. Let's see here, take a little play getting it on here, and then we'll clamp these down to basically secure this on here. And now all of a sudden we've got this entire platform that's securing the bottle jack on there, much more safe for lifting up your vehicle. The other things that we've got inside of this kit, obviously we've got a really nice canvas bag that holds it all together. I like that because then I can just throw this whole bag in the back of the truck, and I've got it if I get in a sticky situation. And then inside we've got some extensions. So this kit allows you to lift the vehicle basically from 8 inches to 36 inches. We've got all these extension kits in here. So you've got a smaller extension that can fit on the top. This is a 3-inch, we've got a 6-inch, and we've got another one here that goes between 8.5 inches and 12 inches. So you can adjust it with this little pin. And again, it positions on there. And then also with the kit, we get these 2 little adapters. So you've got a flat pad that can go on the top, and we've got this one that will wrap around. That's the one that we'll use for going underneath the chassis. And then of course, we've got this bar here that inserts actually on this side to raise and lower the jack. So a very nice overall complete kit. And the other thing I guess I should mention too is we've got this little piece here, this little plastic piece that wraps around. That's part of the extension kit, so that comes with this whole kit. If you don't need any of these extenders, you can pull this off to lower this down, giving you a shorter height there. So that's the kit. Let me show you how much easier it is to use than that OEM kit for lifting up the vehicle. So you can see that we've got these little wing nuts tightened down on all 4 sides, and this guy is super snug on the stabilizer. And then we're only using the 3-inch extension, so we're not even close to maxing this guy out. And then we've got the other little adapter on here that goes around the frame. Again, gives me a lot more confidence about the safety of lifting this guy up. We'll take this little extension bar here, position it in here. We're just gonna go up and down. Again, super easy in comparison with that factory jack that you've got to twist a million times to lift the vehicle up. Go ahead and just quickly raise this guy up. Again, a lot more confidence in this stabilizer than we had with the other one. You saw with the other that it really sunk down into the dirt as we lifted the vehicle up. And when you get on unstable ground like this, it becomes even more of a safety issue. Now, the other thing I really like about having this bottle jack is that it gives me a second jack in the garage. I've already got a floor jack, but having the bottle jack as kind of a secondary measure is really handy when you're working on projects and you need more than one. I actually just put a rear block lift kit on the truck, and I use this as a secondary so that I had one to lift the truck up, one to lift up the rear axle. So very handy in that sense. And it looks like, check it out, we've already got clearance here. So super easy in comparison with that factory one. Again, I had to fast forward the video before. Here we didn't have to even bother with that. Got the vehicle lifted up, not even close to maxing out on the overall height, given that we've got those longer extensions on there. Much more stable surface, makes this job much safer and much easier. So with that, we'll go ahead and pull this guy out, and then you've got this little piece on here. We're just gonna attach that on there and then just twist it to the left, stay away from underneath the vehicle. And we're just gonna allow it to drop the vehicle back down on the ground, and then we're good to go. So there you go, that's the Safe Jack Recovery Kit and Bottle Jack Stabilizer. As you can see, it's a huge improvement over the OEM bottle jack that you get with your Tacoma, not only from a functionality standpoint, but also from a safety standpoint. And of course, if you've got a lift kit on your truck, you're gonna need something like this to lift the truck safely without doing something stupid. I'll put a link to the product in the description below. If you have any comments or questions, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up. In the meantime, thanks for watching.